Greetings to all. Welcome to Future Officers Academy. Today we are going to see the daily current affairs of July 12. So today we are going to discuss topics of carrying 1930 containers. San Fernando becomes first mothership to dock at Kerala's Belgium port. It comes under GS2 paper under social justice. The next topic is India hosts BIMSTEC foreign ministers amid ranging Myanmar crisis, which comes under same GS2 paper under international relations. The next topic is Center begins efforts to implement labor codes, which comes under both GS2 and GS3 under governance and Indian economy. The next topic is should states get special package outside finance commission allocations, which comes under GS2 paper under polity. Next, the heat dome, which we have to know under the terms. Next, we'll see the editorial analysis and finally the mapping. So, our first topic of today is carrying 1930 containers. San Fernando becomes first mothership to dock at Kerala's Vizhinjam port. Now, what is about in news? The first cargo carrying mothership from Xiamen, China, docked at India's Vizhinjam International Seaport on Thursday morning. So, the Vizhinjam is India's first deep-water container transshipment port. The container ship San Fernando, flagged by the Marshall Islands and managed by Bernhard Skelet Ship Management, carried 1930 containers. Now we have to know about what is mothership here. A mothership is a large vessel of aircraft that carries, launches or supports small vehicles or vessels. In maritime context, it is typically refers a large ship that provides logistical support, housing and transportation for small boats or submarines. Motherships are crucial in various operations including military, exploration and commercial activities. They offer facilities like maintenance, supplies and crew quarters for the smaller crafts they support. Now with this we have to know about deep water transshipment port. In this we have deep water port as well as transshipment port. Under deep water port, we have the man-made structures that are used as ports or terminals to transport, store or handle oil or natural gas. These structures can be fixed or floating and are located beyond state seaward boundaries. They can include pipelines, pumping stations, service platforms, mooring buoys. Next, the transport ship port. The transshipment port is a port where goods are offloaded and loaded onto a different ship to contain their journey for their final destination. With this, we have to know about Vizhinjam port. It has a port, India's first international deep water transshipment port. It has unique depth. It has unique depth. Also, it has a versatile purposes. And it is low maintenance. It has competitive advantage of transshipment hubs like Colombo, Singapore and Dubai, and it is expected to reduce container movement cost and from foreign destination. And also it has a initial capacity which is of 1,020,000 equivalent units and also has many job opportunities. Next, it has an advanced infrastructure. So that's all from this topic. Our next topic is about India hosts BIMSTEC foreign ministers aimed raging Myanmar crisis. First, we have to know about what is in news. India hosted the BIMSTEC foreign ministers meeting amidst the ongoing crisis in Myanmar, marked by military rule and internal conflict since the 2021 coup. The gathering aims to address regional cooperation and stability, emphasizing India's strategic role in fostering dialogue among Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation, that is BIMSTEC members. Now, India has urged BIMSTEC group to bring new energy, resources and commitment commitment to the enhanced cooperation among its member countries. This call was made by External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar during a two-day retreat with the counterparts from the 7 BIMSTEC nations, that is India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Thailand, Nepal and Bhutan. Discussions on the first day included topics such as connectivity, trade and business, collaboration, health and space cooperation, digital public infrastructure, capacity building, and societal exchanges. Jaishankar emphasized that BIMSTEC aligns with India's Neighborhood First policy, Act East policy, and Sagar vision, focusing on the Bay of Bengal region. He highlighted the need to realize the collaborative potential of the region and conveyed a strong message of determination to enhance cooperation among the member countries. Now we have to know about the BIMSTEC. Its full name is Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral, Technical and Economic Cooperation. So it was established in the year 1997 and it has 7 member countries. The 5 are from South Asia: Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Nepal, and Sri Lanka. And 2 are from Southeast Asia. They are Myanmar and Thailand. Now, what are the objectives of it? It promotes regional cooperation, economic growth, and development. The headquarters of it is Dhaka, which is located in Bangladesh. Next, the key sectors of cooperation is trade and investment, technology, energy transport and communication, tourism, fisheries, agriculture, public health, poverty alleviation, counter-terrorism, environment, culture, and people-to-people contact. The significance of this is bridges South and Southeast Asia, enhances regional connectivity, facilitates economic integration and cooperation. Now, the recent focuses are under combating terrorism and transnational crime, enhancing connectivity and trade, addressing climate change and disaster management. So, now what are the principles of this BIMSTEC? Sovereign equality, territorial integrity, political independence, no interference in internal affairs, peaceful coexistence, mutual benefit, also constitute an addition to and not to be a substitute for bilateral, regional or multilateral cooperation involved in the member states. Now we have to know about the difference between BIMSTEC and the SAARC. Here the BIMSTEC is an inter-regional organization connecting South Asia and Southeast Asia, but the SAARC is a regional organization looking into South Asia. BIMSTEC is established in 1997 in the post-Cold War. SAARC is established in 1985 during the Cold War era. BIMSTEC is a member maintain reasonably friendly relations, but in SAARC, members countries suffer for mistrust and suspicion. BIMSTEC has core objective is the improvement of economic cooperation among countries, and in SAARC, it suffers from regional politics. In BIMSTEC, balancing of power with the presence of Thailand and India on a bloc, but in SAARC, asymmetric power balance. In BIMSTEC, intra-regional trade has increased around 6% in a decade. In SAARC, intra-regional trade only 5%. With this, we have to see the UPSC mains practice question which was asked in 2015. Critically analyze potential of BIMSTEC in replacing SAARC as the primary platform for regional cooperation in South Asia. Our next topic is about center begins efforts to implement labor codes. That is, we have to know about new labor codes. So, first is Code on Wages of 2019. Under this, it consolidates 4 existing laws, that is the Minimum Wages Act 1948, the Payment Wages Act 1936, the Payment of Bonus Act 1965, and the Equal Remuneration Act 1976. It aims to regulate wage and bonus payments across all employment sectors, ensuring minimum wages and prohibiting gender discrimination in wages and requirement. Also, the code introduces the concept of floor wage set by the central government, below which the minimum wages cannot fall. The next is Industrial Relations Code. Industrial Relations Code 2020. In this, the Industrial Relations Code merged and streamlines the Trade Unions Act 1926, the Industrial Employment Standing Orders Act 1946, and the Industrial Disputes Act 1947. It introduces a higher threshold for mandatory standing orders from the establishment with 100 to 300 workers. It established more than 300 workers under the government approval for closure, layoff, or retrenchment. The code also proposes a reskilling fund for retrenched workers financed for employers. Next, the third is Code on Social Security 2020. The Code on Social Security integrates 9 laws related to social security and welfare, including Employees Provident Fund and Miscellaneous Provisions Act 1952, and the Employees State Insurance Act is 1948. It expands the definition of employees to include gig and platform workers, interstate migrants, and more. And the next is Occupational Safety, Health and Working Conditions Code, that is 2020. This code consolidates 13 existing laws related to health, safety, and working conditions, such as Factories Act 1948 and the Mines Act 1952. It redefines a factory based on worker count and power usage and extends a hazardous condition without a worker threshold. The code sets an 8-hour workday limit, mandates appointment letter, and ensures safety and consent for women working at night. With this, we have to know about the mains question which have been asked in UPSC previous year. Success of Make in India program depends on the success Skill India program and radical labor reforms. Discuss the logical arguments. So this was the question asked in mains 2015. Our next topic is about should state get special packages outside Finance Commission allocations. Here, first we have to know about why it is in news. In the run-up of the union budget, Bihar and Andhra Pradesh demand special financial packages, raising questions about the fairness and impact of such allocations. This article explores the basic of Finance Commission allocations, political influence on central, transfers the impact of GST on state autonomy, and the need for balanced regional development. So now we have to know about the demand for special financial packages. In the run-up of the union budget, the chief minister of 2 states have demanded special financial packages. They debate whether the state should get special packages outside the Finance Commission allocation. Now, what are the basis for the Finance Commission allocation? The Finance Commission determines allocation based on the income, population, area, forest and ecology, and demographic performances. In 2020 to 21, Uttar Pradesh and Bihar received the largest amount, while the Karnataka and Kerala saw the largest decreases. The criteria used by Finance Commission can change the distribution of funds among the states. Now, what is the justification for the additional central support here? Andhra Pradesh experienced a fiscal shock after bifurcation, partly offset by revenue deficit grants. Bihar faces a serious physical capacity problem when the per capita development spending less than 60% for all states average. Additional central support for Bihar has not fully offset its fiscal challenges. Next, we have to know about GST and federalism. GST has damaged federalism due to the diverse needs of different states. Greater decentralization is needed to address the diverse problems of the states. The organized sector benefits more from GST, while the unorganized sector concentrated in the backward state and it suffers. The GST reform is needed, such as collecting tax at the last point to reduce complications and the corruptions. With this, we have to know about the political influence on the central aid. 70% of central spending is non-discretionary, but the remaining 30% is discretionary. So the political considerations influence the allocation of discretionary fund. Greater decentralization and autonomy of states is needed to reduce the political influence on fund allocation. Now, what is the need for this deliberation on the central schemes? The center decision to introduce new schemes can tie up the state resources. Also, the nation level deliberations are needed to determine which scheme the center should intervene in and which should not be left to the states. The 14th Finance Commission recommended that the state should focus on schemes with large externalities of national priorities. With this, we have to discuss the main question which have been asked in a previous year of 2015. So in that, we could find the concept of cooperative federalism has been increasingly emphasized in recent years. Highlight the drawbacks in the existing structure and extend with cooperative federalism would answer the shortcomings. And our next topic is heat dome. Why it is in news? The entire western United States has come under the grip of sweltering heat wave which began last week. The scorching temperatures and dry conditions are as a result of heat dome center over California. Now we have to know about what is this heat dome. It is weather phenomenon where a high pressure system is in the atmosphere traps warm air like a lid on a pot for extended period of time. As a warm air is not able to rise upward, the sky remains clear. Clouds are formed under the opposite circumstance as the rising warm air cools down and the water and in it condense out. The high pressure system allows more sunlight to reach the earth, which results in more warming and drying of soil. This leads to less evaporation and reduces the likelihood of the formation of the rain clouds. The longer the heat dome stays in one place, the warmer conditions can get with every passing day. While heat domes cause heat waves, they can occur without heat domes as well. Now, what is the role of the jet stream here? A heat dome formation is tied to the behavior of the jet stream, an area of fast moving air high in the atmosphere that usually helps move weather systems along the Earth's surface. Typically, the jet stream has wave-like pattern that keeps moving from north to south and then north again. When these waves get bigger and elongated, they move slowly and sometimes can become stationary. This is when a high pressure system gets stuck in a place and leads to the occurrence of a heat dome. With this, we have to see the practice question for prelims. With reference to the heat dome seen in the news recently, consider the following statements. It occurs when an area of low pressure traps cold air over a region. The heat dome formation is related to the behavior of the jet stream. The answer is B. So it occurs in the area of low pressure traps cold air over a region is a wrong statement and second statement is correct statement. Now we'll move on to the next topic. The today editorial analysis. Today's editorial analysis topic is breaking the taboo around men's reproductive health. So under this, we have to see in the article discusses the urgent need to address the male infertility, a significant yet often overlooked aspect of reproductive health, highlighting the prevalence causes and treatment options. It underscores the importance of awareness, lifestyle interventions, and open discussions to support affected couples and enhance their chances for parenthood. Now, what is here the reproductive health? World Population Day, that is in July 11, is the World Population Day has passed as we grapple with the multifaceted challenges of global population dynamics. It is crucial to turn the spotlight on a subject often overshadowed in discussions on reproductive health in male fertility. The male infertility remains a stigmatized issue, shrouded in silence and with misconception. This neglect exacerbates the emotional and psychological toll on those who are affected and impedes progress towards the effective solution. In 2004, the World Health Organization estimated that globally between 60 million to 80 million couples struggle with infertility. The male infertility accounts for 50% of all infertility cases in the country. Thus, it is important to shed light on male infertility, understanding its causes, and identify solutions to aid the millions of affected couples. Now, we have to understand the subject on treatment options. The male infertility is not standard experience. It causes and therefore its low forms vary. Infertility in men and can manifest as absence of sperm, low sperm count, and low sperm motility or both. The form of infertility can depend on various factors that include stress, hormonal imbalance, genetic and anatomical and epigenetic factors, or even exposure to certain infections. External factors such as environmental pollution and the discriminate use of pesticides of crops, plastics and plastic sources can be affect the fertility and influence the epigenetic makeup. Also, while challenges listed above may appear daunting, male reproductive health can be safeguarded through various lifestyle interventions. At an individual level, young men should protectively adopt good lifestyle practices, ensuring health eating, regular sleep patterns, and eliminating the consumption of alcohol, tobacco, and other intoxicants. While mobile phones and laptops have become occupational hazards in the most fields, their excessive usage in proximity to the body should be avoided. Couples together must also adopt such healthy lifestyle practice to safeguard their reproductive health and enhance their well-being. Now, what are the treatment options here? While lifestyle interventions play a critical preventive role, it is also important to discuss treatments available for those grappling with infertility. Treatment options are varied and the efficacy depends on the causes and in the form of infertility. In case of male infertility due to gene mutation, gene counseling is of almost importance before seeking the support of assisted reproductive technologies such as IVF and ICSI. So, how the evaluation of family planning programs in India have been done. So, in early beginnings and clinic based approaches are there. Also, the shift towards target oriented methods, voluntary adaptation and right based approaches, integration with health initiatives, family planning campaigns in 2020 and 2030, expanding contraceptive choices and quality assurance, and also family planning impact also in growth and development also have been seen. With this, we have to know about Mission Parivar Vikas. Now, what is this Mission Parivar Vikas? So, this is one of the flagship family planning programs of the government, which was launched in the year 2016. The aim to increase access to contraceptives and family planning services in 446 high fertility districts across 7 states, that is Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, UP, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, and Assam. So, this approach uses awareness campaigns such as Sarathi Vahans, that is awareness on wheels, and Sas Bahu Samilins to address social barriers for young women accessing contraceptives and providing Nai Pahil kits to newly married couples to sensitize them about responsible parenthood practices. So that's all from this topic. Our next topic is about mapping the Ganga River system. So Ganga is origin has in Gangotri Glacier and it has the length of 2,525 kilometers. So the whole length of Ganga and its catchment area is 8.61 lakh square kilometer. Now we have to know the origin and flow of river. So we saw that Ganga originated from the Bhagirathi from the Gangotri Glacier near Gaumukh in the Uttarkashi district of Uttarakhand. Alaknanda joins Bhagirathi at Devaprayag. But before the river reaches the Devaprayag, the Dauliganga, the Pindar, and the Mandakini rivers pour into the Alaknanda. Below Devaprayag, the combined water of the Bhagirathi and Alaknanda flows under the name of Ganga. The flow of Ganga in plains is Ganga enters plains at Haridwar. Also from here it flows in south and southeast directions for a distance of 770 km to reach Allahabad where the Yamuna joins it. After that it passes through Bihar plains. Next it ceases to be known as Ganga and it turns southeast and south of Farakka near Rajmahal hills. It splits into Padma in Bangladesh and Hooghly in West Bengal. After traveling 220 km from down Bangladesh, the Brahmaputra or the Jamuna as it is known here joins the Gaulundo. Further, it meets Meghna and joins the Bay of Bengal. The Ganga and Brahmaputra from the largest delta in the world before entering the Bay of Bengal. The delta comprises of web of distributaries and islands covered by dense forest called Sundarbans. In this, we could find the Devapraya, Bhagirathi, Alaknanda, Dauliganga, and Pindar, all those things. So, next is tributaries of Ganga. The tributaries of Ganga has numerous tributaries both on left and right bank sides. So most of them have their origins in the Himalayan mountains, although some originate from the peninsular plateau. First, the right bank tributaries are first the Yamuna. It comes from Yamunotri Glacier on Bandrapanch Peak, that is in Uttarakhand. It has 1380 kilometer. So it originates in the Himalayas and originates in Peninsular Plateau, Chambal, Sindh, Betwa, and Kin. It joins Ganga at Allahabad here. So Yamuna is the largest, most important tributary of that Ganga. It originates from Yamunotri Gangotri on the Brahmsh Peak, Garhwal in Uttarakhand. After passing through the Himalayas, it enters the plains. Yamuna flows southward till Madura and southeast after Madura till Allahabad, where it unites the Ganga. Between Madura and Allahabad, it joins the Chambal, Sindh, Betwa, and Kin tributaries of Yamuna, originating from the peninsular. So these Kin, Betwa, Sindh, Chambal, all those. Next, we could see the peninsular tributaries of Yamuna, that is first Chambal. So it was origin near Mount Kant in Vindhya range of Madhya Pradesh. Also, after originating near Mount, it takes northwesterly course through the Malwa Plateau and it enters a gorge of the Chaura Shrik to Kota. It has tributaries of Banas originating from Aravalli and joining Chambal near Shavai Modapur. Next, the Kali Sindh originate from the Vindhyas. Next, Prabhati, which originates in Vindhyas. Next, the project seen here is Gandhi Sahar, Rana Pratap Sahar, and Jawahar Sahar. Our next is Sindh. Here, Sindh origin from Vindhya Plateau and it has 415 km. After passing through Madhya Pradesh, it joins Yamuna in Uttar Pradesh. Next, Betwa. Betwa, it origin from Bhopal districts and it has 590 km. And after passing through the Madhya Pradesh, it joins Yamuna near the Hamirpur of Uttar Pradesh. The next is Kin. Its origin Barnar range of Madhya Pradesh and it longs 360 km and it flows through the river passes through the Panna district of Madhya Pradesh and makes gorge at Gango. It joins Yamuna in Banda districts of UP. Next is Son River. It originates in Amarkand Plateau in Chhattisgarh. The river originates the Amarkand Plateau and flows in the north direction. This river forms waterfalls when it leaves the plateau, and Rihant and North Koil are seen in the important tributaries. The third one is Damodar. Damodar is origin in Chota Nagpur Plateau. So Chota Nagpur Plateau. And after originating the Chotanagpur Plateau, it flows through the Rift Valley and it is used to cause devastating floods and earned the name of Sorrow of Bengal. It finally joins Hooghly in the West Bengal and it has 48 km below the Kolkata. So that's all from our today's topics. To read this document, you can visit our website. Our website link have been provided in the description. To get more daily current affairs videos, follow our YouTube channel, also our Telegram channel. Thank you.